Yeah, it was this idea in Thursday's lesson. In Thursday's lesson, they read and reference two texts in Thursday's lesson. It says the place outside the gate was the most impure in the whole camp. The carcasses of the sacrificial animals were burned there. Lepers were excluded outside the camp. Blasphemers and other criminals were executed there. The regulations presupposed that the presence of God was within the camp. Anything that was impure was cast outside the camp. God was unwilling to see any unclean or indecent thing in it. Okay? And then they reference two Bible texts, Numbers 5:3 and Deuteronomy 23:14. I'll read those very quickly. Numbers 5:1 through 3 says, "The Lord said to Moses, command the Israelites to send away from the camp anyone who has an infectious skin disease or a discharge of any kind and who is ceremonially unclean because of a dead body. Send any male and female alike, send them outside the camp so that they will not defile the camp where I dwell among them." Now, do you hear that he can't stand to look at it? Or is he establishing some health principles to stop disease from spreading? Okay, next one, Deuteronomy. Designate a place outside the camp where you can go to relieve yourself. As part of your equipment, have something to dig with. And when you relieve yourself, dig a hole and cover up your excrement. For the Lord your God moves about your camp to protect you and to deliver you from enemies. Your camp must be holy so that he will not see among you anything indecent and turn away from you. He can't see you if you're outside the camp taking care of your business?
He created you that way to take care of your business.
Well, that's a different discussion because it's not necessarily true. I don't think we're going to have latrines in heaven, but that's a different discussion. Okay, yes.
When the people of Israel rejected God's leadership, he had the tent of meeting with Moses outside the camp.
We're about to get to that point next. Okay? No, that's the very next point. But I want to finish this point first. But thank you, Wendell, for that because you're exactly right. Do you hear first and foremost that both these are about sanitation, about health, the laws of health? And he incorporated them to religious beliefs to make them, for the people that are very superstitious in many ways, more likely to follow them if they had a higher order reason than just, wash your hands before dinner, kid, okay, type situation. But did you hear the idea that he can't, God is unwilling to see anything unclean? That's not what I heard. He will not see, so he will not see among you any indecent and turn away from you. So what do I hear is that he doesn't want to see you choosing to rebel against him, because if he does, he respects your choice and he'll give you the freedom to reap what you've chosen. He would rather see that you've chosen him and want to be close to him, and when he sees that, he'll draw close to you. I mean, it's very simple. That's all it means. But they phrase it in a way, God can't look. If he sees it, he'll get upset and have to leave. Very sad. But then outside the camp.
While we were yet sinners, Christ died for us.
And David prayed, search me and see the wicked way in me that you can't look at and see because it'll offend you. No. Create me a clean heart, O God. Okay? But defiling the camp where God dwells, yet he moved outside the camp, and Jesus was crucified outside the city. Understand the significance of that. Jesus crucified outside the city. The Jewish system given by God as the bastion of truth to prepare for the Messiah rejected the Messiah, and you will not find salvation inside that system. Salvation is outside the Jewish system now. It's not in it. Jesus himself said, your temple is left to you desolate. There is no salvation there. If you go to the system of Judaism to try to find salvation, you will not find Jesus there. They don't recognize him as Messiah. Still today, do they? No. Recognize that, because much of Christian world teaches that the Jewish people are still God's, and Israel, the land of Israel, is chosen by God. This is all part of a grand deception. It's not true. I have a blog coming out in a couple weeks about that very thing, the land given and the promise given to Abraham, and what it really means, and who are the descendants and who are the heirs. But most of the Christian world is caught up into genetic biology rather than having the faith that Abraham had. So just understand, outside the city, that's where you'll find him, outside that system, not in it. Gracious Heavenly